Now then, you lovely lot, thank you for joining me today. Nice to have you with me. Yes, I am wearing the same clothes that I had in the previous video because I am filming this on the same day, and the reasons for that will become clear as we go along. So on today's video, I'd like to talk to you and show you some blocks that I started to make back in 2020. It's actually not too bad for me anyway, but this was a sew along that was started with a collaboration that was between Guice and Alison Glass, and I think we were doing curly seams videos at the time, and we decided that we were going to step up to this challenge and sew along. It was a bought pattern, and I still believe you still have to buy the patterns as well, and I think it was on Alison Glass. It was on Alison Glass's website, but I will put a link down below for you if you're interested in going and having a look. And it was a mini series of paper foundation pieced patterns. So you printed them off and you sewed along, and you were supposed to upload your pictures. I think it was on a weekly basis. Didn't keep up with that, no shocker there, but I do remember that I quite enjoyed doing them, and they did turn out very, very nice. So you can see why they were so much of a challenge, because these little strips are coming in at about 1/8 of an inch, between 1/8 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch in the block. So you're looking for something that is seriously mindless and repetitive, this one is going to fit the bill. But, you know, I mean, you're looking at, there's what, 33 rounds in that in total with those little tiny pieces. And there's another one. You can see that I very definitely stuck to my colour palettes. And then I think it was on their recommendation that you actually introduced this, you know, going all the way through the light and on the side, just, you know, to add a little bit of difference to it. Now, I think when the challenge was set, you were supposed to, is it on there? I don't think it is. But if you look on this one actually, which I was not so pleased with. This one was not such a great one. But if you look at the back of the pattern, you can see that there's actually a small block highlighted in here. And if I look at this one here, you can see that the small block is there. So I think originally you were supposed to do a 4-inch square. That was the challenge. But we obviously didn't read the instructions properly. Again, nothing new there. And we ended up going on and doing, and these finish up at about 7 inches in total. So they're definitely a labour of love, without a doubt. And I didn't finish, and they've sat in this plastic wallet, and there's my leftover fabrics. They've sat in there since 2020. So I decided it was perhaps time that I put them to use. So, going to QuiltCon next week. By the time this comes out, I will have been, but staying in a house with a group of friends, and I think there's about 11 of us in total. So we decided that instead of making lots of little gifts for each other, we would all make one gift, wrap it, and then I think we're going to draw lots or something like that for whoever, you know, whoever gets which parcel. So I was trying to think what I could make to take along with me. I didn't want to make a quilt, but I wanted to make something that might be useful. So I settled on the market bag from Handmade Style from Noodlehead, Anna Graham, and I've made a couple of these before, so I was quite happy with the process of making them. The only thing that I did do was to take a little bit out of my pattern. This is a full-size pan. I actually folded over about an inch and took about an inch out of it because I felt like it was a little bit too big, so I just brought the size down a little bit. Yeah, shall I show you? It's on the floor. I'll get it. I'm very pleased with it. I'm very pleased with how it's turned out. Ta-da! Look at them. Doesn't it look fab? I'm so pleased with it. I think they just pop really nicely. So this is some denim that was in my stash. So I was very pleased to be able to use that. And I pieced these in. It has a piece here and a piece here. So I pieced that as a row, and then there's a row of denim top and a row of denim on the bottom. It has a rounded base inserted to it, so that was a separate piece. And I then put it over some foam wadding and quilted it. I actually did it on the domestic because my elbow was still hurting. There was no way I was going near the long arm. So I did it on the domestic, and it really sucks it in. It really sort of draws the fabric in when you quilt it on the foam. So I made it slightly bigger because I knew it was going to do that, and then I could then use the template to cut it out to the proper size that I wanted. The quilting stitches, they are about half an inch apart, and I used just a black thread because it just seemed to disappear into the denim quite nicely. There is a little hanging pocket on the inside with a really nice Japanese ball-ended zip in there as well, and the fabric on the inside is a dashwood fabric that I had in my stash as well. And then it's got a binding around the top that was machine applied, and then I turned it over and I stitched it down by hand. And I then went to my lovely friend Maureen, who lives around the corner from me, and she gave me a hand to put the handles on. She very kindly supplied the blue leather for the handles and the screws. I did pay her, but she helped me do it. And I don't know what to do without her. Thanks, Maureen. And then I took it home, and then I realised over the next day or so that there was actually a little bit of a problem with the hole and the lining fabric behind here. And so went back to Maureen with this. I don't know where I bought this, but I had this lovely soft bit of leather, and we just cut that and put that on the back, and it just sort of reinforces the lining and the strap handles, I think. And so that is my gift for the QuiltCon get together, and I am very, very pleased with it. I really am. I think it's turned out even better than what I sort of hoped. So I don't know who will get it, but I hope that they love it. I hope that it's of some use, and it folds up quite nicely, as you can see. It will fold up quite nicely to go into my suitcase on the way there, so that's quite nice. And I think I might get a little. We got some little Liberty packs at work as well, so I might get a little bit of Liberty just to go inside as well, just to finish it off. But I am so pleased with it. Having got that out, I've realised I've still got lots of the fabric left. I think I've got 3 more of the blocks. I've got the triangle geese, I've got the crisscross, and I've got the curved cabin. So I might when I'm back, I might sit down and I might have a go at a couple more blocks and just use some of that fabric up and just maybe make a couple more. Thanks very much for watching. I'll put all the links below. If you want to go and have a little look and have a go yourself, please do, and let me know in the comments if you do have a go at one. That'd be great. And thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye. Right. Cup of coffee time.